going on, guys? We're going to be checking out our sleep today in Pokemon Sleep. This is session 299. Oh my god. And this is right after the 1 year anniversary event, as you can probably tell by the date. So here we go. Let's go ahead. We're going to see what popped up. Now, for some reason, I don't know if you guys have this similar issue with the Pokemon Sleep tracker, but for whatever reason, it doesn't record anything at all. Like, literally nothing. Like, look at all these. I bet if I go to sound bits. Oh, well, there goes that theory. I have no idea. I think it's just broken. I don't even know. But anyway, let's go ahead. Slumbering Sleep. Because there's no sound, I just never get dozing sleep at all. Well, even though it's based on motion. But whatever. Alright, let's see. Alright, 52 mil. I may or may not be eating oatmeal. Alright, so let's check it out. Who's on top? Persian. Cool. Oh, it's a new one. I haven't gotten it. Oh, the Dodrio. It's a new one. This game is so fucking good. Alright, so we got Dodrio, we got Quaxly. Sudowoodo, that's kind of boring. Psyduck. Yellow one, that sucks. Let's see. Igglybuff. I already have a good Sylveon, so that doesn't matter much. And our Rylou. These are pretty underwhelming spawns. But at least I got two new ones. Alright, we got Trio Sleep. Trio is a pretty good berry Pokemon. Dodrio usually sleeps standing up. I already read this a million times. So, let's check it out. We got a Persian over here. And then afterwards, guys, I want to show you my Magneton. Because I would like to show you guys a little bit about what makes some Pokemon good and what makes some Pokemon not so good. Because people are having so much trouble with it. And hey, I don't blame them. It's there's a lot put into this. It's a very interesting meta, and honestly, the developers did a really good job with kind of curving the game, because, I mean, you can really, like, right now, it's pretty balanced between ingredient finders and berry finders. And then when those two are balanced out, then so are main skill chance users. So let's go ahead, let's just blast through this. I think I'm gonna just get the Quaxly. Although I have so many biscuits right now. I probably should go for something else. Psyduck's hungry. That kind of stinks. Alright, let's see. I have a bunch of biscuits because of the event. I just claimed a bunch of rewards. So let's see. Let's go for the Quaxly. And now everybody was saying how there should be a 3 biscuit limit, because right now there's a chance that he will become full. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Fuck! And it happens. Well, that sucks. But whatever, next time I see him, he'll only have one more. Alright, but we gotta get at least one new Pokemon for this recording. And we do have quite a few berries. I mean biscuits. Let's see. I'll tell you what. Psyduck has definitely gotten a boost. Even though I, unfortunately, I didn't use my bonus biscuit on him. Probably better off. Let's see. Let's test my luck. You think I'll be able to get him in 3 biscuits now? I should be able to. I just got kind of unlucky with the Quaxly. Alright. Let's see, Psyduck. Nice. Okay. Honestly, I kind of just want a really good Psyduck so I can just get rid of my other ones at this point. If I got a blue one, that'd be awesome. But he is really good at getting Stardust now. But honestly, or sorry, not Stardust, Dream Shards. But honestly, it's like I wish there should be 6 Pokemon members in your team, just like every other game. You know, besides the Pogo plus Pikachu. So let's just see how the Psyduck is anyway. I mean, I guess Dojo would be a good find to get because he's a what's it called? He's a berry Pokemon, and so those are like the least big of a deal if they're evolved, but they just have so many friendship points to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and, by the way, don't be one of those bad friends. Always display a good Pokemon on the screen. Alright, and let's see how this Psyduck is. I really need Dream Shards right now. I was either going to go to Tape or I was going to go to Cyan Beach and just let my Clefairy with Dream Shard bonus just carry everything. Alright, so Rash Nature. Okay, he's got double Cacao, so that's good. Not that he's an ingredient Pokemon. Skill level up. And so, okay, so these are actually pretty good sub-skills right now for a main skill chance Pokemon. Let's see. Inventory, so that is just going to increase the amount of probability, basically enough room for him to use his main skill. Now, it all is going to depend on his nature. If it's main skill chance up, this is a pretty good Psyduck. That fucking sucks. Okay, so what I do over here, you actually can't transfer him from the screen, so no. Man, that nature just kills him. Not only is it not a main skill chance up, it's main skill chance down. That is awful. Alright, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, so basically, if you already know everything about Pokemon Sleep and you're one of the Reddit nerds, you can just turn off the video at this point, because I am going to analyze, by the way, that was Sunday night's sleep. Today's Monday. I'm going to analyze one of my Pokemon, and I'm going to kind of show you guys why he's on my team. Oh look, he just popped open. So that's actually perfectly on cue. Pupitar just got a magnifying glass. So that's actually a perfect example. He is going to do some form of help. He's going to help me right now. I don't know whether it's going to be a berry. I don't know if he's going to use his main skill chance, or I don't know if he's going to give me an ingredient. I have to click on him to find out. Alright, so he just gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 soybeans. So if I take a look at my Pupitar right now, he just gave me 5 soybeans, right? So he had a few things he could have done here. He either could have given me a berry, right? He could have given me some form of ingredient, or he could have done his main skill chance. Now, Pupitar is an ingredient Pokemon, so there's actually more of a chance of him overall just giving me an ingredient. And lo and behold, what did he do? He activated this help right here, which is 5 soybeans. And we counted on that screen, there were 5. Caffeine, honestly, you guys can check him out. He's honestly the best Pupitar I've ever gotten, unfortunately. I kind of just got him to cancel out his energy recovery down. And I was just really determined on getting a Larvitar, and don't do what I did. I think he's okay. But here's what I'm going to take a look. Here's what I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you guys my Magneton here. So, he's a skill Pokemon. So, usually skill Pokemon have, lo and behold, a special skill. Special skill that is, it's not unique because, for example, now Sprigatito has the same skill as Magneton. But they're usually sought after, and they just have an overall chance of using their main skill more often. So, let's take a look. As you guys saw from that Larvitar before, he had a magnifying glass. That means he helped. He did a thing. He was helping. So, when a Pokemon helps, they can do one of three things. They can either find a berry, they can find an ingredient, or they can use their main skill. And this is the same for all Pokemon. Okay, either find a berry, find an ingredient, or use your main skill. So, this is where the diversification of Pokemon makes a big influence. For example, my Magneton here. I want him to use his main skill as much as he can. For that Pokemon like Larvitar, where he gets lots of ingredients, I kind of want to make sure all of his natures and his sub skills are focused on getting ingredients, because that's what he's good for. This Magneton, his main thing, and this is going to be really important when you guys get to like level 50, gives your pot room for 7 more ingredients next time you cook. That's what Magneton does. The more he does this main skill chance, the better. So the Magneton that is basically programmed to use his main skill chance as much as possible is going to be a really, really good Magneton. And he can still evolve, by the way. So let's take a look. He's got berries. This berry over here, ingredient. That's the skill type berry, which doesn't come into play too often because there's no. I don't think there's a steel type island. Anyway, ingredients. I mean, he only gets 1. So honestly, when you find a Magneton, you're kind of just going to forget about the berries and the ingredients, and you really, really want him to use his main skill chance as much as you can. So how do we do that? Well, we take a look at his sub skills. So this one's easy over here. Skill trigger at level 25, which you'll get very, very soon. Skill trigger is very simply every time he helps, every time he gets a little magnifying glass above his head, there's a higher chance of him activating his main skill. That is very straightforward, and it's perfect for a Pokemon like Magneton. Okay, helping speed. This is great for all Pokemon. All it does is just helps them move faster. It helps them help. It helps them help faster. Okay, so that's really even good in my opinion for even ingredient Pokemon, because there's just still just a higher chance of them doing a thing and getting a magnifying glass above their head, which overall will give you more ingredients. But it is best, however, for berry Pokemon that just finding berries. So, inventory up. So why in the world is that good for a main skill chance Pokemon? Well, honestly, you probably are better off with a sub skill chance S, which I don't have. No Pokemon's gonna be perfect. But this is a really, really good sub skill, because let's read this for a second and put into context what I've said so far. Increases the max number of berries and ingredients this Pokemon can have by 12. Now, the developers were very nice and friendly with this description, but let me translate this for you. Not really translate it. I'm going to add something with it that add something to it which would make more sense now with my explanation. Inventory up M increases the max number of berries, ingredients, and chances for a main skill chance this Pokemon can have by 12. So, you guys saw my Pupitar before with his magnifying glass above his head. Let's say you guys have a long day or whatever, you're working, or like me, I don't have any service at work. Well, this is a story for a different day, but I think that's changing. But anyway, usually it'll be a few hours before I check my Pokemon. So, once this Pokemon, and he's evolved now, so it's not going to be 12, but it's added on to like the Pokemon's regular carry limit, which is right now is 23. Once my Pokemon has a magnifying glass over his head, basically for 23 times, 23 helps, which can be a berry, it could be an ingredient, or it could be a chance of using a main skill chance. He will stop. He will basically stop collecting stuff. What does that mean? He will stop collecting ingredients, and there will be no longer a chance of him getting his main skill. What he still will do, however, is he'll still get berries, and that's what happens when you get sneaky snacking. When a Pokemon's inventory is full, then they can sneaky snack and get berry Pokemon. I'm sorry, they can get berries. So, what does this mean? This means that inventory is fantastic. A large inventory is fantastic for Pokemon that are going to be ingredient getters or main skill chance users. Okay, why? Well, because basically there's more of a chance of that Pokemon getting one of those two things as opposed to just getting berries. Whereas, for example, a Pokemon like Typhlosion, which is a berry Pokemon, and you guys will definitely see that afterwards. There's just more. He's better off having a small inventory space because then he can do sneaky snacking more often. Why is that good? Because you want berry Pokemon. You don't want your berry Pokemon to be getting you ingredients and really using their main skill chance that much. You want your berry Pokemon to get as many berries as they possibly can. So, the last thing. Well, let's just finish up over here. Helping speed. I mentioned that. Inventory up again. It's good. Ingredient Finder S. That's at level 100. Honestly, that's gonna, who knows, that'll be like years and years and years. Maybe not years and years, maybe like a few years. But that's actually not a good sub skill because then all of a sudden, instead of using his main skill chance every time he helps, there's gonna be more of a chance of him finding either oil, fiery herbs, or 4 oils. So that's actually not that great, but it's at level 100. So honestly, if you don't invest in any Dream Shards or candy with him, I mean, it is going to be a long time before he's level 100. So let's take a look down here. We have additional stats. We have his nature. Now, ideally, well, I'll talk about ideally later. He has energy recovery up, ingredient finding down. So, ingredient finding down. Why is that good on a main skill chance Pokemon? Because there's less of a chance that whenever he helps, that it's less of a chance it's going to be an ingredient, and therefore, more of a chance it's either going to be just a berry or a main skill. Energy recovery up. All that means is that he's going to retain more energy throughout the day, which is actually really, really helpful, and it tends to cancel out, in my opinion, some really bad natures. Energy is everything in this game. This game revolves around sleep. So if you check out over here, he's got 97%. Whereas if I go over here, he's a bad example. Actually, no, never mind. I put him in not when I first woke up, so that's why. But normally he would have more energy than my other Pokemon. Alright, so, don't you worry, I'm going to show that Typhlosion afterwards. So, ingredient finding down is good. Now, what I also wanted to say was, you'd probably think that the best possible nature is main skill chance up, and for this kind of Pokemon, main skill chance up and EXP down, because everybody kind of tends to throw away EXP. That just kind of tends to be the scapegoat. But honestly, I think the best nature in this case would be main skill chance up, ingredient finding down. Okay, you never want help down. Help down, in my opinion, at this point, after having my Typhlosion, which you will see, cliffhanger, help down is just a deal breaker for me. So now let's go ahead and I'll show you guys my Typhlosion. Okay, so he is a berry Pokemon, very different from my main skill, my skill chance Pokemon Magneton. His purpose as a Pokemon, as a species, so all Typhlosions, their purpose is to give you as many berries as you can. This is where it gets a little bit confusing because, like, the word help in this game seems to be not synonymous with doing other stuff, but just with berries. But, so check it out. A berry Pokemon, every time he gives you a berry, And this goes for all berry Pokemon. Every time a berry Pokemon gives you a berry, guess what? They give you another one. So this will be 2. But, how come it says 3 over here? That is because of this glorious, beautiful sub-skill, Berry Finding S. This is the meta right here. This is the best kind of Pokemon for berry gatherers. Why? Well, it's kind of simple, because usually Berry Finding S, they'll usually just give you another berry for every single berry that you get. Now, what happens with a berry finding Pokemon with Berry Finding S? That is, the special. You see the specialty in the top right? He's a berry Pokemon. So that's his main thing, is getting you berries. When a berry Pokemon has Berry Finding S, this is the meta right here. It just basically means that every single time a Pokemon gives you one berry, they not only give you another one, but they give you another one. So you get 3 over here. Now, he has Berry Finding S, and he's a shiny, obviously, which just makes him awesome. And he has Helping Bonus. Allows team members to help 5% faster. And yes, these stack to a certain degree. Okay? So, they can, once he has that, not only is his help all increased by 5%, so is your entire team's. This is probably the second best golden sub-skill you can get. Helping Speed is perfect. Too bad it's not an M, but I might invest a seed to increase the sub-skill. But here is where the poo-poo hits the fan. Not all things in life can be perfect how we'd like. Energy recovery up, speed of help down. This nature, oh god, I can't tell you how disappointed I was when I saw this nature. But it could be worse. Speed of help down is pretty bad, but energy recovery up and the helping speed almost kind of cancels out the speed of help down. But oh my goodness, this would honestly be the god perfect Pokemon. Even without being a shiny, it would be the god perfect Pokemon if it had speed of help up. But it's too bad. I mean, I would have taken a neutral nature as opposed to this one. But hey, alas, here we are. So, yeah, this is a berry Pokemon over here, and here's my Venusaur. She's in there for honey, and she's really good because she's helping me out with getting honey, because I'm going to be making Jigglypuff flan this week. Because I have desserts on Tape Hollow, which really sucks. Now let's just see if anybody helped out during this 20-minute presentation. Loading screens in this game are terrible, by the way. Alright, so Magneton and Typhlosion, perfect. They're just happening right together. Now, you'll notice that Typhlosion's berries will always be multiples of 3, because that's the only way, because every time he helps with a berry, he gets 2 more. So there you go, we got 3. Okay, and then a berry Pokemon will just be more, it's just more probable that he's going to give you a berry. Nope, now let's check on Magneton. Chances are, well, I can't even say chances are that he'll use his main skill. It would be cool if he uses his main skill. Nope, he just gave me a berry. I mean, because the main skills are so valuable, there is usually, they're more apt to just do other stuff as opposed to use my main skill. How about my Venusaur? Got me a Durian. Okay. And then Fuecoco, I always forget his name. Fuecoco's evolution is always really good at getting apples. Oh, he actually got me some berries. And hey, you're not supposed to be out. You don't have anything to give me. Alright. So, hopefully you guys have an awesome week full of tasty meals and lots of good Pokemon, hopefully shinies. But otherwise, yeah, I'm going to end the video here, and I will see you guys later. Happy 1 year Pokemon Sleep.